It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 11th annual induction of the Lambda Sigma Honor Society for Math and Science. You students have demonstrated that not only are you Lakeshore's brightest, you're also among Lakeshore's most ambitious. It's an honor to recognize these 15 very talented students who represent everything great we have to look forward to. You are our future doctors, nurses, anthropologists, teachers, lawyers, actuaries, and scientists. To be honest, you can be anyone you want to be because you've proven you can adapt to stressful situations and turn them into positive learning experiences. STEM, science, math, engineering, and technology careers offer some of the most interesting and satisfying life choices. Outside of my room, there's a bulletin board highlighting course choices students make in high school and once they head off to college. It reads, "Don't close any doors before high school." Safe to say, you haven't. In addition, a portion of it exposes students to the U.S. News and World Report's fastest growing careers over the next 10 years. 16 of the top 20 are STEM related. Amazing. You have made all of these careers a possibility. 11 years ago, Mrs. Diane Wolfram, a retired chemistry teacher, conceived the idea of recognizing those students who excel in math and science. She assigned the Greek letters Lambda and Sigma to represent Lakeshore. Mr. Dan Battaglia grew the idea, and here we are. You maintained a 90% overall average in all your math and science classes, in addition to completing at least one AP Science and an AP or college calculus. This truly is an elite group. We would like to thank Mrs. Cook, Dr. Galuzzo, Mrs. Bergler, and the Board of Education for their continued support of this prestigious group. I'd also like to recognize the hard work and support your math and science teachers have provided along the way. We all look forward to watching you continue to grow and make Lakeshore and your parents very proud. Over the past 4 or 5 years, you've worked extremely hard. You deserve the distinction of being inducted into Lambda Sigma. As all of us know, to be successful in math and science requires grit and perseverance, and lack of sleep. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize your families for the support and role they've played, allowing you 15 to rise to the top of your class. You must be very proud. Thank you. Inductees, please keep in touch. We cannot wait to hear of your future accomplishments and struggles. Sorry, but there will be struggles. Embrace them. We'd love nothing more than to see you back at Lakeshore and to tell us a little bit about your research or incredible career at the podium in the future. Thank you.
Zachary Koenig is a former Lambda Sigma inductee and graduated valedictorian of the Lakeshore High School class of 2014 before going on to complete a Bachelor's of Science at SUNY Geneseo, where he participated in a variety of clubs and activities including musical theater, Bhangra, improv comedy, as well as working as an orientation advisor and pursuing academic research. He worked in multiple labs during his time at Geneseo, including projects focusing on genetic determinants of bacterium size, developing modeling systems for waterborne parasite transmission, and evaluating public health intervention efficacy. Part of his research experience included a summer trip to Ghana, where he had the opportunity to work in the Noguchi Memorial Institute for Medical Research, screening samples for the presence of schistosome parasites, as well as having the opportunity to tour the Biosafety Level 3 facilities at the Institute. Furthering his education, he went on to pursue a Master's of Science in Infectious Disease and Microbiology at the University of Pittsburgh School of Public Health. He conducted his thesis research in the lab of Amy Hartman at the Regional Biocontainment Laboratory and the Center for Vaccine Research on innate immune responses during Rift Valley fever. He is moving on to pursue a PhD in pediatric immunology at Cincinnati Children's Hospital through the University of Cincinnati College of Medicine. He is currently embracing quarantine before he surrenders all of his free time to his PhD.
Hey everyone. Assuming my reputation doesn't precede me, my name's Zachary Koenig. I was the valedictorian and a Lambda Sigma inductee from the class of 2014, which seems like a century ago. But more important than all of that, I'm your guest speaker. First of all, I want to congratulate you on your induction into the Honor Society. All 15 of you have probably worked through so many frustrations, late nights, and cups of coffee to get here. You should be proud. With that being said, from here, it's going to get harder. That's not a bad thing. Whether you're going on to college or trade school or working as a fryer at McDonald's, life will be what you make of it now. Whether high school was easy or hard, leaving will be an adjustment away from the people you've developed relationships with. It was my lifelong dream to work at CDC in their biocontainment labs, and so when I left Lakeshore, I started out by pursuing a degree in biology at SUNY Geneseo. My transition to college was very difficult. I struggled for the majority of my first year and a half, and while I had a bunch of friends and generally was having a great time outside of class, I slipped up academically. It was a shock to a kid who wasn't used to seeing anything other than the first letter of the alphabet to start seeing the second and third letter. And it took the remainder of my time at Geneseo, with help from friends, professors, and a few tutors, to correct course. Opportunities arise in some of the strangest places. A casual conversation with a friend, from all the things I was involved with outside of academics, turned out to be a saving grace. In my sophomore year, I talked to a friend I'd met through doing clubs about how difficult it was to break into research, a notoriously tight-knit and insular world at Geneseo. She responded by offering to bring my name up. She was having lunch with the professor I wanted to work with that week. She did, and I got an interview with the professor, who promptly denied me a spot in her lab. I persisted, offering to clean beakers or sweep the floors, anything to get my foot in the door. Eventually, she agreed to grant me a semester shadowing one of her current students. Importantly, I took the opportunity to make an impression and worked full-time in the lab from that semester until I graduated. To this day, she is one of my most valued mentors. From there, I made connections in the Geneseo research community, eventually working research projects with 2 other professors, including a summer trip to Africa as part of a public health education and outreach program. While there, just by asking, I found myself in West Africa's only biosafety level 3 lab, where they tested cases during the West African Ebola outbreak. Even the professor I was doing research in Africa with was shocked. I remember her shaking her head and saying, "How did you convince them to let you in there?" To which I responded, "I don't know, I just smiled and asked." I loved the biocontainment lab there, and while I was there, I emailed the woman who would become my next mentor at the Graduate School of Public Health at the University of Pittsburgh. I managed to interview my way into that lab as well, working in the level 3 lab there for my master's thesis on mother-to-child viral transmission. During my first month there, I asked to attend a conference at NIH, partly joking, and to my surprise, I was sent to NIH. I would end up attending another conference in my year and a half at Pitt, this time as a speaker, to present my thesis work to over 250 scientists from around the US at a symposium at Ohio State. Don't get me wrong, grad school was even more grueling than undergrad, with many long nights in the lab and failed experiments, and even one midnight drive to lab in my pajamas to prep our inventory for audit by CDC inspectors the next day. CDC inspectors I promptly asked how to best achieve my childhood dreams during what was supposed to be a stressful pop quiz of sorts on how we followed CDC protocols in the biocontainment lab. They were delighted I was interested in joining their team, eventually, and gave me plenty of great advice, including that I should absolutely continue on to get a PhD. I'm happy to report I've just graduated with my MS in infectious disease and microbiology last week, in what has to be the most topical graduation in the world. It's also important to mention you don't have to stick with what you've always said you were interested in if those interests change. During my MS, I became more interested in immunology and maternal fetal health than I was in biocontainment. I'm moving on to Cincinnati Children's Hospital now to pursue my PhD in pediatric immunology through the University of Cincinnati College of Medicine. It has been a wild ride since leaving high school, but if I could offer one piece of advice, it would be to unapologetically pursue what you're interested in. It never hurts to ask for opportunities. The worst they can say is no. And finally, you don't have to do it alone. Lean on whatever support systems you have, whether it's family or your old teachers. I know I have. Congratulations to all of you inductees, and I wish you the best of luck for what's in store.
Sarah Bovo. Sarah Bovo plans to attend Damon College to become a physician's assistant. Paige Cornwall. Paige Cornwall plans to attend the University at Buffalo for civil engineering. Hannah Donovan. Hannah Donovan plans to attend Lemoyne College for actuarial sciences. Samantha Donovan. Samantha Donovan plans to attend the Rochester Institute of Technology for biomedical engineering. Lauren Franny. Lauren Franny plans to attend Alfred State College for forensic science technology. Jules Kowal. Jules Kowal plans to attend the Rochester Institute of Technology for physics and astrophysics. Mary Cromer. Mary Cromer plans to attend Mercyhurst University for intelligence studies. Nicole Logan. Nicole Logan plans to attend Gannon University for nursing. Elise Mabey. Elise Mabey plans to attend the University at Buffalo for biomedical science. Stephanie Mruck. Stephanie Mruck plans to attend Canisius College for teaching English as a second language. Colin O'Neill. Colin O'Neill plans to attend Canisius College for political science. David Pignone. David Pignone plans to attend the University at Buffalo for mechanical engineering. Jacob Pregitzer. Jacob Pregitzer plans to attend the Rochester Institute of Technology for engineering. Logan Ray. Logan Ray plans to attend SUNY Cortland for anthropology. Alexandria Zaidama. Alexandria Zaidama plans to attend the Rochester Institute of Technology for biomedical science.
Hello, Lambda Sigma inductees. Mrs. Cook here. I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge your hard work and commend you on meeting this milestone. You should be very proud of yourself and of your achievements. You are setting a strong foundation for your future. We look forward to hearing about you and your future success. Congratulations.
Hello, this is Dr. Galuzzo, Superintendent of Schools. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the members of Lambda Sigma. You have shown in your time here at Lakeshore that you have excelled in math and in the sciences. These classes are not easy. You have taken on the challenge to be able to move forward and to accumulate a body of knowledge that many students do not have. When you go on to college and beyond, you are going to be studying fields that will help our country move forward in the fields of medicine, science, engineering, and technology. I again want to wish you all the best and cannot wait to see all the great things you are going to do in the service of our country and to better humanity around the world. You are always going to be eagles to us, and we hope someday you'll come back and show us all the great things you've done. Go Eagles!